welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Judy, and today we're going to be doing our very first back to basics video, and it's going to be all about brows. So these brows were both done with two different products, so I'm going to be showing you guys my tips and tricks on how I achieve my brows. Really easy, very simple, really good for beginners. So if you're interested in knowing how to do your brows, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so today we're going to be starting our back to basics essentials to be able to apply makeup flawlessly. So I'm going to be going in the order that I do my makeup. So today for the first video we're going to be doing our brows, because every single time I do my makeup I start with my brow. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the products that I have that I love, that are my go-to products when it comes to doing my brows. I've let them grow out a lot. They've become a little bit longer and just fuller. They've come a long way. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys the products that I like, and then I'm going to be going in with a technique that I do in order to achieve a flawless brow. So there are many different products that you can use for your brows. You can use brow pencils, you can use gels, you can use like a brow mascara. It depends on one, how your brows are, and two, how you like your brows. I like to have my brows pretty defined, but not too crazy, like not a crazy arch. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I like my brows. Kind of like a soft arch. That's what it is. It's like a soft arch. So that's exactly what I look for. The front is not going to be super dark, super bold. You do not want that look. You don't have naturally your brows. If you look at my brows right now without anything on them, of course they're imperfect. They all are going to be imperfect. But if you look at my brows, the front is very spar. Is that the word? They're not too full. They literally, so the front isn't too full. So the front isn't too full. It looks very natural and it's very appealing when you do your face. So exactly what it looks like now, it's what you want to achieve when you do your brows. Now, let me tell you guys, brows are different to everyone. I just seen a supermodel today that she loves a unibrow. That's exactly what she does. She doesn't do her brows and she looks great with it, but that's not what I like. I grew up having a unibrow. I hated it. I don't think I would ever follow that trend. So for me, you're gonna have a defined brow with a natural arch. So to achieve that look, I use many different things. So for starters, there's so many different types of products that you can use to achieve this. So for starters, the very basic, this is the brow pencil. This is the Maybelline one. Whoop. So for starters, a very basic one you can use is a brow pencil. Focus. This is the Maybelline one. Secondly, you can use a powder. This is literally my favorite brow powder. This came in my BoxyCharm one year with the brow pencil, and which is one of my brow brush. This is one of my favorite brow brushes. It's by the brand The Brow Gal. Next, I like this Salon Perfect one. So I feel like it's so good to be able to mix and match. So this one, I feel like I can get away with just using this one right here. It's not too dark and it's not too reddish. And if you look on here, this brown, these two browns, this one and this one, just won't match my hair color that much. So I usually take the top two right here, these two right here, from top to bottom, and I mix them just because it will give me a better look. This one's from Walmart. This one's like $5 to $8. This one, I think it was $19 on, this one was $19 and I got it in my BoxyCharm box, so I spent $21 on that box. If you guys are interested in BoxyCharm, I highly recommend them. This month actually I did receive another brow product, and it was the It Cosmetic Brow Powder. Brow Power, not powder. And this one's like a universal shade, which is another one that you can use. So this one's a drugstore, and this one's a high-end one. And honestly, you cannot go wrong with getting a BoxyCharm box and you get products like this. Like, you get actual things that you're going to use, not things that you're going to collect just for ha-has. Next, another thing that you can use are gels. So these are two different types of gels. This one is the Wonder Brow, which is said to be a permanent solution. Not fully permanent, but it's gonna stay on your face for a couple days. I've never really tested it to be on my face for a few days. Honestly, I've never been really interested to. I should try it out and see how it stays on my face, and see if like a cleanser takes it off or something like that. But this brow gel is said to stay on your brows. It looks really light on the bottom, but when you use it, it does get a little bit darker. And then another gel, which is considered a pomade, it's this one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't use this as often. I used to use this a lot, but I feel like it's a little too harsh. It gives me too much of a crayon brow. I know that I'm using it too strongly or too much, but it's just not something I gravitate to. I feel like I have to work with it too much in order to use it. And this one's in the color Ash Brown. I feel like that's what matches me the best. Anything ash matches me the best because my brows are already really dark. So ash kind of balances it out. Last but not least, this is the last thing I like to use. This is a Bravo Conditioning Primer. Again, this is a primer, but I'll put it on at the ends of my brows. Let's put some on right now. So you just go like this. And I feel like what this does is to set the hairs exactly where they belong. So the brow conditioner looks like this, and if you look at my brows, I feel like it brushed it out and it set the hairs exactly where I would want them when my brows are done. So every time I do my brows, I tend to kind of fill them in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I always fill them in a little bit in order for me to know what hairs I want to pluck and what hairs I do not want to pluck. That's how I grew my brows out, because it is a struggle to want to have your brows done, but then again, you want to let your brows, like your hairs, grow. So what I found the most easiest was to do my brows and then do my brows, if you get what I'm saying. So I would fill it in just like I would want where I want the hair to be, and then I would wax around where my brows are. If you guys are interested, let me know down below. I'll give you guys exactly how I grew my brows out and how it's easy for me to have now a shape without having without having any trouble when I'm doing my brows. So I'm going to be doing my brows with two different products, one for each eye, so you guys can see the feel on what it's like to work with two different types of products. With the Brow Gal, I ended up getting the brush, and it looks like this. It has 3 different colors. I tend to just use this one and a little bit of the middle shade, and I'll show you guys exactly how I use it right now. I got a little pelito that I need to take out. Before I go on with any brow product, I like to prime them. So I'm going to be priming my brows with the conditioning primer. It looks like this. And all you do is take it and brush your hairs exactly where you want them to be. Now this brush is my favorite brush, one because the spoolie, I really like the ending of it, and I feel like the tip is very thin and precise, as opposed to a lot of them that I have are just a little too thick and then you can't really play around with them. So I'm going to go in with the first color. It's going to be this the darker shade. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to zoom y'all in so you guys can see a little bit better. And as you guys can see, I only filled in the ending where all like the bald spots were, because that's what it is, bald spots. And I brought out the tail a little bit. Now for the center part, I'm gonna go in with the middle shade. And it's gonna be very natural. It's not gonna be, I'm not adding extra stuff. I'm not trying to reshape my brows. This is going to be a natural brow. So if you have a shape, this is gonna be easy. If you don't have a shape, then you might wanna use something like the pomade, because the pomade and the Wonder Brow will give you a little bit more of a wiggle room to be able to sculpt your brows. Me, I don't need to do that. But for those who do need to do that, I highly recommend using the Anastasia one, because it will stay, as well as the Wonder Brow, because it'll stay too. And voila. That's a brow done with only powder. This is literally my favorite brush and my favorite brow product. Now I want to keep this side a little bit more affordable, just for anyone that wants to get these products. So for this side, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Precise Pencil, and there are many brands that carry precise pencils, and I highly recommend this Maybelline one. I highly recommend the NYX one, and I highly recommend the Anastasia one, but that one's it's a little bit more expensive. It's what, $20, versus the next one is $9.99, and this one I believe is like $7.99, which is a really good deal. You get a spoolie and everything, and a lot of brow products sometimes don't come with spoolies, and I believe they should. Like, you need a spoolie. So with this one's a little bit different. Now I'm gonna always start by making a line at the bottom. Bringing it all the way where I want the brow to end. Dropping everything over here. My nose is like a little runny. So bringing it all the way to where I want my brows to end. And then I just like to make dashes, like if I'm making hair. Your hair is like made out of dashes, so you're gonna take it and make dashes. Not too crazy, because you definitely want the hair to not fall, because that can happen. See, now I feel like it's a little too dark, because I feel like I put too much product in. So now I just take the spoolie and I kind of just brush it in and out. And there you go. I'm still working on perfecting my brows. Don't be too critical on yourself. Brows are sisters, not twins. And here's a little tip. If you are growing your brows out, you can clean your brows up with a concealer, so you guys can hide like your little pelitos that are growing in. I'm gonna show you guys that right now, because I do need to get my brows done, or do my brows. But now with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm just gonna take a flat brush and clean it up. Very simple. That's it. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back to let you guys know anything else that I feel like I have missed. So guys, this right here is the finished brow look. It's so easy, so simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. Makeup is not meant to be perfect, so don't be hard on yourself. It takes practice. Practice takes perfect. No, practice makes perfect. So if you're looking to get better with makeup, keep practicing. I remember the first time I put lashes on myself, or anything, anytime I did something on myself for the first time, it was horrible. Horrible. I always tell my family and friends, like, you guys really loved me, because when I was first starting off makeup and you guys were coming out or going out in public with the makeup I did, y'all just love me. I remember doing my mom's makeup and I put lashes on that were like hella heavy, and her eyes, my mom's eyes are already small, so like imagine super big lashes on her eyes. If I find that picture, I'm gonna put it in here so you guys can see. Girl, practice makes perfect, and if you want to get better with makeup, just practice, 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 and I promise you, you will get better. My brows are still not even perfect. Like, I like them. I'm very happy with my brows. For me, they look natural. To me, they look natural and just perfect, for my opinion. Like, this is what I would do. This is what I love to do. It's very natural. It's not too much. Now, if I'm gonna do a more like super duper glam, my brow will be a little bit more bold, but that's always like to the discretion of my, like, you know, when I'm doing my brows. So practice makes perfect. Keep testing out different brow videos, to keep testing out different people's technique, because you will find your own. This is just my own technique, so I hope this helped you. If you guys have any back to basics suggestions, make sure you leave them down below. I'm gonna keep going on with my face, so the next part would be my eyes. I'm gonna show you guys how I do eyes. It's not gonna be this eye look. I'll probably do something a little bit more simpler, and then maybe on another video I'll do a cat eye and then lashes. Like, I'm gonna keep going on and on with a whole bunch of different back to basics, giving you guys my tips, my tricks on how I do my makeup, because I am not an expert. I am a beginner still. I have so much to learn. I am very good at what I do. I do love the way I do my makeup. I do love doing makeup on other people. I know that I do good quality work, but I do have a lot to learn still. So this is an industry that you're gonna always learn. So if you are into makeup, have patience with yourself and just keep practicing. So that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.